hockey stream on episode 645 of the VIG Lounge as the Pittsburgh Penguins and Winnipeg Jets square off in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final in this season mode playthrough. Could this be the night where the Penguins hoist the cup on ice away from their home arena yet again? They have won all of their Stanley Cups on the road, and this trend could continue here in Game 4 as the Penguins do have a 3-0 series lead over the Jets, but Winnipeg may be able to soar to victory to be able to get themselves back into this series. We will have to find out and see how the game shapes. But before we get started, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Now let's jump right in to the Penguins and Jets, Game 4, the Stanley Cup Final here on the VIG Lounge. Crosby and Shifley meeting at center ice. And Shifley got a gimme on that draw because the ref took forever to put the puck down. And the Penguins are able to regather the puck though and bring it in. Brian Rust with a shot from long range, and Hellebuyck will hang on to that. It's actually kind of neat. A shout out I've mentioned before to my friend Kat, who's a diehard Jets fan and lives in Winnipeg. She invited me the opportunity to go see Pittsburgh and Winnipeg in February, February 21st at Canada Life Center. So, of course, I'm going to take that. I've never had the opportunity to see the Penguins live at a game yet, so I'm really looking forward to that, win or lose. Plus, it'll just be nice to spend some time with a great friend, even though she jokingly referred to us as star-crossed lovers. Oh, my goodness. But it's because she'll be wearing Jets jerseys or Jets merch, which will probably be a jersey or a sweater. And I'll be, of course, decked out in Penguins merch. So, be that as it may. Karlsson with a drive. It's been all Pittsburgh, except Connor Hellebuyck has shut the door on the first 4 shots that he's faced. Jets looking to finally get it out. It's Shifley. A big rig. Does get dumped into the Penguin zone, but Pittsburgh gathers and will go right back out with the breakout. Erik Karlsson leading the charge. He'll shoot again, and a save made by Hellebuyck. The rebound popped up in the air and goes to the corner, and the Jets, in the form of Dylan Sandberg, got there first. Now it's Adam Lowry. Knocked off the puck by Karlsson. Across to Wotherspoon. Now up in the middle. And more actually towards the left side for Malkin. Malkin, gypsy doodle, and a save rather. Made by Connor Hellebuyck. Drive by Gerard, turned away. Novak gets thrown down to the ice, and a shot by Malkin. He scores! Gino Machino cashes in at the casino, and the Penguins have a 1-0 lead. And you'll see it. Look at this hit. Novak taken out of the play. The puck just finds Malkin, and he lets it go and puts it past Connor Hellebuyck. And the Penguins score first here in this crucial Game 4, especially for Winnipeg, because if they lose tonight, they're out, and the cup will be awarded. It is in the building and can be presented to the Penguins tonight if they're able to come away with another win. Definitely trending in the right direction. Draw one by Kindle. Now big Justin Brazeau had the puck. It was knocked off the stick. And that's Malkin from Chinikov and Novak. Puck's carried back in now by Justin Brazeau. Brazeau being hounded by Nyquist. Brazeau to the net, denied by Hellebuyck with a right pad. Pittsburgh heavily out shooting Winnipeg 9-0. And now they've got double digits with the shot by Letang. Couldn't get that shot away. Back to the blue line. Drive by Kindle, blocked off a shin pad. And Soderblom to the net. 9:23 to go. We're more than halfway through this first period. And the Jets do not have a single shot on goal. And if not for Connor Hellebuyck, this would be a lot worse than a 1-0 deficit for Winnipeg. Luke Schenn trying to get something started here, as is Adam Lowry. Lowry crunched into the boards. Crosby trying to get the breakout, not able to do so. At Harrison Brunick with a shot, and that's turned away by Hellebuyck. Oh, picked off the pass in the neutral zone. Ryan Rust going the other way for Pittsburgh. Rust with a chance, and that's blocked off. Save made by Hellebuyck once again, and it is 13 shots to nothing in favor of the Penguins with a little over 7 minutes to go in the opening frame. Malkin wins it back to Karlsson. He scores! Tipped by Malkin! Having fun with 71 as Gino's got both goals for Pittsburgh. In the words of the late, great Mike Lang, make me a milkshake, Malkin. What a beautiful shot by Karlsson. Finished off with a deflection by Evgeni Malkin in front. Puts it past Hellebuyck. And the Penguins jump out to a 2-0 lead. And you can see it, the Jets coach is not happy. Now again, I'm not sure who the Jets coach is. I almost want to say Scott Arniel, but I could be wrong. But either way, the Jets bench not thrilled. Second line still out there now. Chinakhov with a chance, he scores! Oh, the mighty Igor! And the Penguins have a 3-0 lead. And I don't know, I think Malkin might have contributed on this goal as well because of the one draw. And Chinakhov just wires this one past Hellebuyck with Malkin in front. And it just snaps it. And he now has 17 points in this playoff run. And this second line has been dynamite for the Pens. And have essentially taken over this game. As Evgeni Malkin now has, I believe, 3 points. And the Jets still waiting for their first shot. Novak will send it in. Now it's Chinakhov again. He's looking for a second one. He couldn't get it. Got his own rebound, and Hellebuyck said no. 5:07 as we're highlighting Connor Hellebuyck, and I guess that's the only real highlights the Jets have had. Because if it weren't for Hellebuyck, this would be a lot worse than 3-0. Karlsson trying to wind up for a slap shot. It's knocked off the stick. Tanner Pearson had a cup of coffee with the Penguins. Cup of coffee in the big time. Here's Erik Karlsson. Weaves his way in. Fires one. And a save once again by Hellebuyck. Jets finally will have a shot on goal. No, they won't. Wow, I thought they did after the puck was touched when Shilovs had gathered it, but that is not the case. Now Brazeau with a chance and a save once again by Hellebuyck. I mean, if he was dialed in, he wouldn't have given up 3 goals, but I guess he was dialed in on that shot. Seems like a very interesting use of that goaltending ability when he's given up 3 goals, but I digress. Jets now finally get a shot on goal with under 2 minutes left in the period. Jets will now get a second shot, and Shilovs has turned both aside. Jets starting to mount a bit of a comeback, potentially with shots, but they haven't been able to get any past Hellebuyck yet. Past Shelovs yet, excuse me. As the Penguins have put 3 past Helly. And will carry a 3-0 lead into the first intermission. 2 goals from Malkin and a goal from his line mate, Igor Chinikov. It has been a Russian invasion. So we will take a look at the rest of the stats after 1 period of play. Penguins heavily outshooting the Jets 20-2. Hits are 13-2 in favor of the Penguins as well. That is one of the sickest passing percentages I think I've ever had. 96.3 to 81.8. That is a pretty big disparity. And we're winning in the draws 5-4. That's not going to last. I already know that. But it's on stream. You can see it. And I will take it going into the second period. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. No penalties to speak of as of yet. Maybe we'll get one if the Jets continue to be handled this way, but we'll have to see. Second period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. A disaster for the Jets in the opening period, and everything went right for the Penguins. We're now tied in draws, and Winnipeg comes out firing. Nice defensive play to go the other way. Karlsson finds Crosby on the right wing side. Crosby stops up, cuts to the net, shot denied by Hellebuyck. Drive handled off the shot by Wotherspoon. And with a little under 2 minutes gone, the Penguins are right back to business. As the Jets got 1 shot and the Penguins are up to 22 with 2 shots in this period already. Karlsson with a chance. Blocked off the stick of Kyle Connor. Puck dumped in. Erik Karlsson. Sidney Crosby trying to get around Morrissey. And he does. Fires and a pad save, Hellebuyck. Kyle Connor is in for Winnipeg and a big save. Probably the best one that Shelovs has had in the 4 shots he's faced. And it's Brian Rust. Now onto the stick of Ricard Raquel. He's finding a lane, and Hellebuyck turned that aside. Punched it to the corner. Drive by Gerard, handled by Hellebuyck. But it's all Pittsburgh again. Now Raquel flings it, denied by Hellebuyck. Rebound to the corner. Malkin's out there. What a first period number 71 for the Penguins has had. Back to the blue line. Now Letang lets it go, and that shot gets deflected out of play. 13:49, and we are feeling fine remaining in the second period here. Mark Scheifele knocks down Erik Karlsson. By the way, for those of you that are tired of the hockey content, well, I've got good news for you. We got 1 more game potentially tomorrow, which will be the Golden Knights and Rangers, and a huge drive by Karlsson turned away. Then we will move on to something else. I know I want to go back to do some more of the Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 content, because I haven't touched that in quite a while. It's been so hot that I wanted to do nothing more than about a half an hour stream, and I find that the Virtual Pro ones are usually an hour plus. So I haven't forgotten about it. I just want to kind of do it when things have cooled off a bit, but I think I might start that on Tuesday. We'll have to see. Drive and a rebound. Oh my goodness, what a chance for Chinikov. But Hellebuyck shut the door. And Solovyov crashes into Nemestikov. There's a lot of odds and cons in this game. Save Shelovs, he will hang on. Penguins out shooting the Jets 31-5. And there's the goaltending matchup. And one netminder's doing a lot better than the other. I'm sure you know which one. Kindle wins the draw in the defensive zone. Got it to Soderblom. who will dump it in. Kindle collects it along the wall with a fly line denied by Hellebuyck. 9:43 to go in the second. And now the Jets will draw. Ben Kindle with an absolute monstrous hit. And the floater met by Hellebuyck. As we're under 9 minutes remaining here in the middle frame. Morgan Barron with a chance. Getting the Jets up to a total of 6 shots on goal. Puck knocked away from Brazeau. He runs into Morrissey. Tanner Pearson finds Gabe Vilardi. Oh my goodness, Solovyov found Vilardi as well, and Vilardi got the worst of that one. Now it's the shot for Brian Rust, a shot by Crosby, and he's battling for it in front of the net, but Hellebuck's got it. 6:11 remaining. As the Penguins are looking to add to their 3-0 lead, but Connor Hellebuyck has shut the door thus far. Now Neil Pion finds Gus Nyquist. Oh my word! What a hit by Wotherspoon. Brian Rust. A hit there, and Raquel's got it. Gets it up to the aforementioned Brian Rust. Rust with a shot denied by Hellebuyck. Wotherspoon to the blue line. Raquel with a drive and a save made again by Hellebuyck. Puck dumped in. And Shilovs will hang on to that. Sam Girard skates his way in, and he puts it off the bar. Oh, that would have been an absolute glorious goal, if not for the iron. I just don't know if that was the crossbar or the post, so I'm not going to do my Mortal Kombat reference. And a save made off the shot by Raquel in front. I feel like as the series has gone on, the Penguins have simply gotten better. Game 2 would have been pivotal if the Jets had won in overtime, but they didn't. And a great glove save. I will give credit where credit is due. Connor Hellebuyck flashed the leather, and denied a great chance in front. The second line is the only one for the Penguins that have found the back of the net. It's enough so far. But Hellebuyck has basically shut down everybody else aside from Evgeni Malkin, as he's got 3 points. And now a drive by Grunick, and Cheetahkov put it off the side of the net. We are as we were after 20 minutes. 3-0 lead going into the second intermission for the Pens. No scoring in that period, but a lot of chances, especially off the stick of the Penguins. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 39-7 in favor of the Pens. Passing percentage went down a wee bit for us, 93 to 86.7 for the Jets, which went up. Face-off still not that bad. We're tied at 8 apiece. I will take that. But again, it's probably going to get worse going into the third. And no penalties in this game yet either. Connor Hellebuyck, after giving up 3 in the first, he's definitely settled in and is giving the Jets a chance to come back and try to force a Game 5. Will they be able to do it, though? That's the question. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Can the Penguins hoist Lord Stanley after this third period? We'll have to find out. Third period action coming at you just like the second next here on the VIG Lounge. Crosby and Scheifele meeting at center, and Scheifele wins the draw. Penguins will regather in their own zone as they gather the loose puck. And it's up now to Sidney Crosby. Crosby with a shot from range, turned away by Hellebuck. Now Raquel's got it. He got a shot off, but it was blocked. And now Erik Karlsson takes the body. Wotherspoon. Up the left side to Sidney Crosby. Shot blocked. And Wotherspoon will gain the red line and dump it in. Sent all the way around. Erik Karlsson. Cross to Wotherspoon. Up now to Chinakhov. Chinakhov turning and shooting, and a save made by Hellebuck. Niederreiter. Blocked off the stick of Lowry. Now Malkin. Dump it in. Igor Chinakhov missed it. And the Penguins look to get it back. Girard. Up to Chinakhov. Across to Novak, and he couldn't finish. 13-11. Remaining here in the third. The Penguins now 42 shots to 7. This has been a defensive clinic so far for the Pens. And Brudick with a drive turned away by Hellebuck. Now to his partner Solovyov. Kept in at the blue line by Brudick. He'll let it go. Denied as the Jets trying to get it out in the form of Neil Pionk. Battle for it along the wall. Pionk with some dominant or dogged determination. And now the shot went wide as the Jets get a little bit of rare zone time. And a goal! For he's a jolly good Iafallo. The Jets make it 3-1. There's hope. Sometimes you need a lucky bounce, and the whiteout is in full effect. They don't have a lot of time remaining as we're nearly halfway through the period, but the Jets do get on the board. Penguins looking to go the other way. And Brazeau with a sneaky little backhand try, and that's denied by Hellebuck. Puck sent all the way in. Bounces. Oh my word, what was going on with Hellebuck there? He's lucky that he pounced on it. The Jets now up to 8 shots, and one of them went by Archer Shilovs on a bit of a lucky bounce, but hey, you have to take the bounces you're given. So, full marks to the Jets for being in the right place at the right time. Alex Iafallo cuts the lead to 2. John Merrill had it and lost it. Rust on in front. What a save! Connor Hellebuck. Are you kidding me? What a remarkable stop that was. Probably Hellebuck's best. Oh my goodness. Puck given away in the neutral zone as couldn't get enough mustard on it to get it to Rust. Penguins get it back. Girard behind the net. Now finds Rust in stride. He's one-on-one with Morrissey. Denied by Hellebuck. As Rust got in tight. Penguins now put up 45 shots. Now we're going to take a look at Hellebuck and saves. My word, he's made some dandies in this third period. Drive with tag denied by Hellebuck. And a wrist shot from Sam Girard is swallowed by Hellebuck with 5:56 to go. Clock definitely becoming the enemy of the Jets. They need 2 to tie it, and they've got a little under 6 minutes to do so. And the first thing they got to do is get themselves out of the zone, and Kyle Connor looks to do that. He'll find Vetrano. What a beautiful passing play, but an even better save by Archer Shelovs. That was an arty party indeed. Chinakhov the other way, and a save for Hellebuck. And then a shot behind the net, as the Jets now put up 9 shots to the Penguins' 49. And again, the ref didn't know what they were doing, so I went too early and I gave up that drop. Congratulations, Winnipeg got up to a double digits now, 10 shots. It only took them 2 periods and 15 minutes to do it, but oh, penalty. Interference call coming up on the Pens. The Jets may have a chance here to at least get to within 1. And with 1:37, fitting considering both these goaltenders' numbers. Interference call, I believe that's Erik Karlsson. As the Penguins look to try to close this up. And Brian Rust thought he was going to seal the deal. I thought it was empty net, but it was the power play number, my bad. But the Penguins will keep it in the zone. Now Solovyov with a shot denied. And I'm sorry, I think that was Rust actually. 1:15 to go in the game, 1:36 on the power play clock for the Jets. There it is. The toughest trophy to win in all of sport. The Stanley Cup is in the building and out of its case, because in all likelihood, the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be hoisting it here at Canada Life Center. Puck's going to be carried in now by Elmer Soderblom. Empty netter, score! Solovyov! 4-1 Pittsburgh! And it's a shorthanded goal for the Belarusian. Crosby won the draw, then lost the puck. The Jets really trying to push for something in this last minute. Penguins do clear it, but the Jets bring it right back in. Wondering though, where was this urgency? Where was this urgency earlier? And Rust will clear it all the way down. Sidney Crosby collects it off the wall, cuts to the front, and a denial. Once again. And that is it! The Pittsburgh Penguins have won their 6th Stanley Cup in franchise history. Archer Shelovs is being mobbed by his teammates. What a remarkable performance, both offensively and defensively, by the Penguins. They were the best team all year. And now we see the handshake line. And Erik Karlsson is the Con Smythe winner. 7 goals and 11 assists for EK65, and probably none bigger than the Game 2 overtime winner against these very same Winnipeg Jets. Sidney Crosby, for the 4th time, will come to collect the Stanley Cup. Sir Sidney will have at least one more before his magnificent career ends. At least in the digital realm, I'll admit it. But Sidney Crosby is very familiar with the cup. Let's give it to someone who hasn't had it. Erik Karlsson, the Con Smythe winner. Take a lap, my friend. You deserve it. Let's see. Like us, Benjamin Kindle. Let's give it to Ricard Raquel. He hasn't had a chance. How sweet it is. Ricard Raquel was maybe an early favorite for the Con Smythe. Cooled off a little bit, but still did very well. And let's give it to the rookie, Ben Kindle. He's done very well in a third line role for the Pens. And this may be, you know, he's obviously the youngest player on the team, so he deserves a chance to hoist the cup, because you'll never know when you get a chance for another one. There's the team photo. Dewar looks pretty ridiculous, but we got it. It was a celebration in the locker room. And there it is, the names of the Penguins on the cup. Let's take one last look before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 54-14 in favor of the Penguins. Hits, 43-12 favoring the Penguins as well. We lost out on the passing percentage and the draws, not by much, but still did, so have to acknowledge it. Jets 0 for 1 on the man advantage. They did get one goal. Ilya Solovyov sealed it, though. And Evgeni Malkin led the way with 2 goals and an assist in the first period to put this game out of reach. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge and following me all season with the Penguins regular season games and this season mode playoff as well. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a Sunday fun day, everybody.